I want to tell a little story about something that happened to us last week. We have been talking a lot about homeopathy here at the office. Homeopathy is something that's kind of new to me. In fact, it's a section of the scanner that I don't venture into very often, and actually at all. Sorry, Alice. I'm doing better with it. But
Rude.
since we have been talking with Alice over the last couple of weeks for these calls, I've been looking into the homeopathy section of the scanner. Well, we have a new grandbaby. This is grandbaby number 2, and she's about 5 weeks old, and she has been struggling with acid reflux. Well, I was looking at the homeopathy section, looking for something in reference to Alice's call, and I saw acid reflux under homeopathy, and I thought, oh my goodness, hello, I have this resource right here, and I didn't even think about a way to support Afton's acid reflux. So I went onto my scanner, and I made a profile for this new grandbaby, and I made her a playlist, and I sent acid reflux on that playlist to her. I called her mom, our daughter, and I said, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to turn it off in the middle of the day sometime. And she said, just don't do it during Jane's nap, her older sister's nap. She's like, I want to take a nap too.
Yeah, I want some rest.
So anyway, I was running these frequencies all day and I forgot to turn it off. Later on in that day, I had to do something on my phone, and I went in and realized that the playlist was still running. I turned it off to do something else. And within 2 minutes, my daughter texted me and she said, hey, is Afton's playlist still running? And so I thought, okay, that could be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if she's just curious. So I called her and I said, why did you ask me if the playlist was still running? And she said, well, she's been quiet and calm all day. And then just a couple of minutes ago, she woke up, she spit up, and she started crying. And she said, so I was just wondering if the playlist was still going. I'm getting chills even telling the story. And I said, oh my gosh, you won't believe this. You texted me about 2 minutes after I turned it off. So I don't know why it still surprises me, but I have story after story after story of successful uses with this scanner. And I know you have them too, but I just wanted to share that with you that, even though we do this 24/7, we still forget the resource that we have at our fingertips, and it can do so much.
Well, and it's still, the word surprise probably isn't the right word, but it still is amazing.
It's impressive.
Yeah. It's truly awesome when you think about like what it can do and what happens when you start working with frequency. And I love the way Alice always puts it. She says that, you're not going to break anything really.
Yeah.
You're going to go in, just try it, just start working with it. And whether that's homeopathy or whether that's any part of the scanner, you're really not going to break anything. You're just going to get more experience as you explore areas that maybe you haven't touched before.
That's right.
And get a little bit more confidence with how to use those. So great story.
I know. I love it. And, I've heard so many people say, you know what, this isn't working. I have this ailment and I ran this playlist and it didn't work. And might I just say to consider changing the frequencies and trying different things because you might not be hitting on the head. And so it's good to, if you're running something and it doesn't feel like it's giving you the relief you're looking for or the change you're looking for, then try something else. And like Alice said, like I just said, you're not going to break anything. Just keep trying, keep playing around with it. And eventually you'll find the right formula.
Yeah. No, that's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Our granddaughter and finding relief with the scanner again.